Next is the session on the value and reliability of ultra-high solar modules. We'll hear from Mr. Anil Poluru, Senior Manager, Trina Solar India, about the company's ultra-high solar module solutions and the benefits such modules bring to an installation. Welcome, Mr. Poluru.
Hello, good day to all. Today we would be talking about the Trina Solar and their financial soundness of the company, their roadmap on the technology, and also what are the business verticals that Trina Solar is working currently. Thank you so much for your attendance, and you are free to post me your questions, and we'll be reverting you as soon as possible with the clarifications, whatever you have on the technology side or the company background, whatever you feel to ask. So Trina Solar is established in 1997 as a small EPC company. And we actually divide the growth of this company into three segments from 1997 to 2002. First segment, or we call it as Trina Era 1.0. And then from 2006 to 2015, the second 10 years of the company's growth, we consider it as Trina Era 2.0. Now we are into third era of Trina's growth from 2017 up till now. So initially in era 1, we are mostly working as a system integrator. One of our largest and prestigious project was 40 rooftop systems that we have done at Tibet. Even today, those systems are functioning and we are providing the after-sale service. And in 2006, Trina Solar has listed in New York Stock Exchange and started getting into the module manufacturing in a big way. 2008, we had started our own PV park. Today, it is spread across 13.75 square kilometers, wherein we have our headquarters as well as our majority of the production capacity. Also, we have provided the space for our key raw material suppliers, wherein we always have them in walkable distance, and we can do whatever kind of quality checks we would like to do to make sure the product coming out of Trina Solar factory is most reliable and practical. In the 2012, we have started constructing. We had our own lab, PV Science and Technology Laboratory, which is the world's first and it's kind of a state-of-art PV laboratory, and it is been accredited by the company, the China PV Science and Technology Ministry as well. 2014, we have become globally #1 ranked module supplier in 2014, and we are there in the top position for next 3 years, 2014, 15, and 16. In 2017, we have launched in China Million Rooftop Program, which is very largest, and then the prestigious program where every roof would be having the solar PV plant for the energy of their own utilization. And 2018, we have acquired Tracker company based in Spain, Enclave, and in 2020, we have listed in Shanghai Stock Exchange again. And in 2021, we have reached to 50 gigawatt of module manufacturing capacity and 40 gigawatt of cell capacity. So that's the brief history about Trina Solar growth from 1997 to 2020. It is a 25 years of journey. We still call it as a very young company, and there is a lot of, long way to go further into the into the future with our most innovative products. When it comes to our presence, it's a true global company. You can see our headquarters is in Changzhou, which is in Jiangsu province, around 1 hour journey from Shanghai. And we have regional headquarters, Asia Pacific regional offices in Singapore, We have in Japan, and then UAE, Switzerland, and in US, North America too. One is at Fremont, and another one is at Miami. We have um, manufacturing facilities in China. Majority of our manufacturing facilities belongs to China, and couple of more manufacturing facilities, one in Vietnam and one is in Thailand, to serve our strategic partners in various countries around the globe. Today, we are 19,000 plus employee base in Trina Solar. And as we speak, till June 2021, Trina Solar has shipped around 77 gigawatts of panels across the world. And we have our own facilities, I mean, own power plants, wherein we developed and we did the engineering and construction around 5,500 megawatts, 5.5 gigawatts of plants were connected to the grid, and they are up and operational. Our presence is there more than 100 countries across the globe. So just to touch base on the financial soundness of Trina Solar, in 2020, our revenues were at $4.2 billion, whereas in 2021 first half itself, by the end of June, we reached $3.12 billion, which is 60, almost 61% of the growth rate that we have seen for the first 6 months of 2020 as compared to the first 6 months of 2021. At the same time, when it comes to the net income attributable for the parent company, it is around $100 million in 2020 whole year, whereas we have achieved $110 million in first 6 months of 2021. How good is this? So it's contributing to 43.17% of growth rate in terms of the net income that company has generated. In terms of total assets, today Trina Solar is sitting at $8.23 billion of total assets, which is again while a growth rate of 16.5% as compared to 2020. And when it comes to the total module shipment, in 2020, we have shipped 15.9 gigawatts. However, in the first half of 2021, we could able to ship more than 10 gigawatt with a growth rate of 79.8% in 2021 by June. And whereas, I mean, unaudited numbers were received recently, I think in 2021, we have already crossed more than 25 gigawatts of global shipments, which is placing us top second place in the world in terms of the shipments for 2021. So when it comes to the brand reputation, you can see we are the first Blue Sky award recipient for our technologically innovative product, double glass panel, which we have launched in the market back in 2016. And we are recognized as a top 100 company in terms of the industry shaper by Boston Consulting Group. Also, I wanted to draw your attention towards the PV module reliability scorecard agency, PVEL Labs scorecard. We have been in the top position for last 2 years in this segment, and for last 6 years we have been positioned in top by Bloomberg bankability report, and we are happy to share that information with you. In terms of industry leadership, our chairman and CEO, Mr. Jeffan Gao, is Honorable Jeffan Gao is the foundation chairman for China Photovoltaics Industry Association, and he's been elected as vice chairman for G20 China Business Council, and he is we are the industry partner in World Economic Forum for quite some time as well. We are the founding members of United Nations Development Program in terms of PV industry concern. Also, our chairman is, he is serving on the CEO Council of Paulson University for Sustainable Urbanization Program. So now I am getting into more about our R&D facility and technologically why we are so strong in this industry. So this is about our state key PV laboratory. which is recognized by global third-party institutes around the world. And with the help of this laboratory and the staff of this researchers belongs to this laboratory, we could able to achieve 22 world records in terms of cell efficiency. This is for our integrated back contact cell, which we are developed and which is under the production now. Also, we are very closely working with top academic institutes across the globe. Few of them are University of New South Wales, Australia, Australian National University, NREL, and Solar Energy Research Institute in Singapore. We have applied around 2,100 of patents, which are more than 50% of those patents are in terms of the invention. We are developing a new method or new process or new technology altogether. And as on date, we must have spent around $1.8 billion of money on this lab facility in the last 10 years or so. And as I indicated in my previous slide, this laboratory has got world's first TUV Rhineland IEC certification for the witness test in our laboratory. Also, first CDDP certificate from UL for the witness test at our laboratory. When you have these two certificates, your lab is eligible or permitted to test any third-party modules and publish the results. That's the beauty of having these certificates, and we are proud to have both the recognitions from these prestigious labs. Also, our R&D team very actively working in terms of formulation of the standards and in terms of development or enhancement of the standards. As you can see left side of my screen, our company is already involved in 107 industry standards, and they are already approved almost 96, almost 100 standards were issued or approved by the standard issuing council. So this is where Trina Solar is playing key role, not only in developing the solar photovoltaics, but also in setting up many standards which are required to make sure the quality and the reliability of the product that will be getting into the ground for which would be operational for 25 to 30 years, which is a very important and top priority point in this photovoltaics industry today. It is from bankability point of view as well. So when it comes to the technology, at the moment we are working on our Vertex series. We call them as ultra high power panels in the range of 400 watt peak to 670 watt peak, and we use 210 silicon wafer, multi-bus bus, 12 bus bar technology that we have been implementing, and also high density package with the help of our enormous experience in manufacturing. We could able to achieve high density package. So there is no significant change in the size of the panel, but still you would be able to achieve enormous amount of power with high efficiency. This is possible only when you have good experience with professionals, as well as the great manufacturing experience that then you can achieve this kind of results. Also, down the line 3 to 5 years, we would be working on N-type silicon solar cells, I-TOPCon modules as well. Presently, we have very small capacity of manufacturing facility for N-type solar silicon panels, and the average efficiency for those cell would be around 24%, whereas the new record from front side is 24.58%. And we are actually leading in terms of the technology in this particular segment as well. Also, we are working on heterojunction technology, wherein we are eyeing at 24.6% or more efficiencies with this technology. Currently, we are working more than 850 projects in China, using this technology, sooner it will be available in the mass production. So when you talk about the technology, Trina Solar is predominantly working on monoPERC 210 technology, and also we are working on the futuristic technologies like N-type and HJT technologies. So our business predominantly we are product suppliers. As I highlighted in my previous slide, we work on Vertex series 210 wafer modules, ultra high power modules, and Trina Tracker. We do have a system solutions business where we have already connected the 5.5 gigawatt of panels to the grid, wherein we do the utility projects development, design, and installation. Also, we are into the distributed PV systems. And the third vertical, what we are working now is the smart energy, wherein our Trina Solar 3.0 era comes into picture, where we are working on the energy management systems, Internet of Things, like that. So just to give a brief introduction, a brief details about our ultra high power modules. We have a 50 gigawatt of manufacturing facility, and we have a 40 plus gigawatt of solar cell manufacturing capacity currently we have. And we are the globally number one company having this kind of this capacity of module and cell capacity in 210 segment. So the beauty of this product is it reduces the system cost at least 1 to 4 US dollar cents per watt peak on the total cost basis, which translates into minimum of 1 to 3%, maximum 3.5% of the LCOE reductions, which will help the investors to see more, better IRR. And as on first half of 2021, we have shipped around 5 gigawatt of Vertex series panels across the globe. And that is the predominant product, or the main product, the mainstream product that Trina Solar is being shipping currently. And we see a good growth for this product. And we see a great positive feedback on the response from the market side for the Vertex series. We have developed the product for all the segments, residential segment, industry, commercial and industry segment, and then the utility segment as well. The residential segment, 410 watt peak to 510 watt peak panels are compatible for all the residential segment panels, and which is easy in handling, in lifting them and installing them on the rooftops or the whatever small space that is available on the factories as well, factories like that. Whereas when it comes to the in the commercial and industrial segment, our DE19 series, which is 550 watt peak, and DE20 series 600 watt peak are most apt. Even you can use the 21 series, which is around 670 watt peak of power range, which can be used for commercial and industrial as well the utility segment projects. So we do have a tracker from which is 100% owned by Trina Solar now, and the USP of this tracker, there is a 3 to 8% of higher power that you can generate as compared to the any other tracker manufacturer. Also, you can reduce the cost of the electricity that is needs to be consumed for the tracker operation, which is estimated at 2.4 to 4.5%, and there is a kind of 30% of the adjustable in terms of the leveling can be adjustable, because we use the bearing which is self controllable, which takes care of the undulance of the land, which will save a lot of money for the project developer in terms of the land leveling and maintaining the land at same level for the tracker utilization. Also, from the safety and stability point of view, we have tested these trackers with extreme environmental conditions, and I think we are the first company who did this wind tunnel test as well on our trackers, which has a great results after the test is done on these trackers. And globally, we have around 6 gigawatts of installations already. Our manufacturing capacity in trackers is estimated around, 5 gigawatts. And today we are working at 300 plus tracker projects globally. So, in nutshell, we would be by end of 2021, we had 50 gigawatt of module manufacturing facility and cell of 35 gigawatts, and they are located. Majority of the plants are located in China, Changzhou. The locations are in China. Locations are Changzhou, then Anchang, which is the other part of China. Sorry, the Changzhou and Sukhian city as well, Yiwu city in China, and other two manufacturing facilities are Thailand and Vietnam, both put together around 6 gigawatts of manufacturing capacity. So what do we do in terms of the quality control? Basically, there are two ends in the quality control. What is the client is expected, or what is that client is required, and what is that he is expecting? Is he happy with this kind of quality that we are providing? First and foremost thing is how we are making sure that the components that we are using in the manufacturing are good to go ahead. So our incoming material quality checks are very tough, and the qualification itself very tough to get inside. Once the test is being done, the various after various tests that will come into the warehouse or the shop floor inventory, and then it comes to the manufacturing. We though we follow the IEC standards, but also internally we exceed the IEC standards two times, three times, because our quality, since we have the advantage of having this great PV science and technology laboratory with the help of our R&D team, we always push ourselves, go beyond IEC standards. Thereby, we can, meet the or beat the industry standards easily and meet the client's quality the standard requirements. So this is something which we do on regular basis. You can understand the kind of investment we are spending on R&D. I won't. You will not be able to find that kind of investments getting onto the R&D segment in this particular PV industry. Also, the manufacturing process, a strict manufacturing process, what I have highlighted in some of, some slides back, like the kind of experience our team have, and then the manufacturing optimization techniques that we have implement that made us to be in top level in making sure the quality product is getting out of the facility. At the end, from the customer side, what we are achieving is the customer service. When it comes to the customer service, every country has the service managers to talk to the clients on regular basis, and there will be proactive visits to the sites to understand how these panels are producing and performing on ground, whether it is as per our estimations or is there any deviation. If there is any deviation, what are the results, reasons for those deviations, and we educate, we pre-alert the customer, this is what has been estimated and this is what is been happening. So that learning is being shared with the customers on regular basis, so that everybody will be on same phase. So you can notice that the whomsoever working with Trina Solar for quite a long time, they continue to work. We have a new client base coming into our kitty. At the same time, we are improving on the existing or working with our existing customer base. That's the beauty of Trina Solar. Because of the stringent quality control, we are able to retain our customers, also add more and more customers on regular basis to Trina Solar Kitty in the across the globe. So these are all the projects that we have done on EPC basis. So when it comes to the EPCM, we have the various segments in EPCM project strategy, development, and then financial closure, design phase, and then construction. And then now we are doing the operation and maintenance. So as I said, 5.5 gigawatt of projects are already up and running, and currently 7 gigawatt of projects are on pipeline. And we are regularly monitoring these projects sitting from our from our headquarters Changzhou. So this is possible because of the 3.0 era initiations that we have taken as a part of Internet of Things and energy management systems. I may highlight it to you and the subsequent slides about it. So we are also into the energy storage, where and especially on the overseas segment. The key benefit of the energy storage is you are going to have efficient and bankable solutions offered by the global player, that is Trina Solar, for the defined market segment. I mean, we are working, offering these solutions and selectively in the market. It is not applicable or the available in every market. The USP of this particular business segment is we bring the international experience mixed with the or combined with the supply chain capabilities from our China headquarter, so that you will have a great product, the quality product with very good price levels or the feasible price levels for a given solution. So the Internet of Things, what are we doing in the Internet of Things? It is everywhere. We are working on the microgrids. We are working on the C&I segment, wherein the large industries are working, and also we are working on smart buildings and large shopping malls. So the beauty of the Internet of Things is solar plant is going to work in tandem with various energy sources, and these energy sources would be talking to each other. At the same time, they also talk to the required load of particular building or particular campus or particular industry or the particular shopping mall. At any given point of time, what is the load requirement and how much is generated by solar, how much is generated by other alternative energy sources, how to compensate it. And when also this would be worked in the analytics will be done on real-time manner. Like, it is not like the pre-planned, but it is working with according to the plan. Whatever we set in the system, it is going to work. No, it takes the real-time input from the grid. Accordingly, the entire energy is being optimized and it is being pumped to a particular point. That is where the Internet of Things comes. It is combination of many hardwares, controls, and softwares, where we are already started working. And in China, we are implementing this in a couple of major cities, and we already realize are seeing a good response and the positive results from this test benches. And what we are going to achieve after doing all these things, it's kind of building a carbon-free energy system, wherein with the help of renewable systems like PV, wind, energy storage, and hydrogen, we wanted to serve to various various energy points, like the charging systems or the microgrids or the cities with the smart energy concept, building integrated photovoltaics and EV. And next level would be the smart microgrids and energy management system, trading of electricity, virtual gridding. Virtual gridding means like as if like you have your own small grid, but a microgrid, but it acts as a grid for you whenever you are out of energy within your resources. So how to pull in power from another grid, all these things would be done with the help of our IoT technology that Trina Solar is developed and which has been under implementation in some part of China. So as on date, when you see, it's almost more than 103 million tons of carbon savings have been done, and SO2 sulfur dioxide has been around 3.12 million tons. So this is what Trina Solar is helping in reducing the greenhouse gases, or the impact of greenhouse impact on the globe for quite a long time. And for last 2 years, we are ranked #1 in SVTC Solar Scorecard, which measures not only the quality and reliability of the product, but also how much savings have been done in terms of the greenhouse gas emissions. So they measure and then they publish this scorecard. So we are happy to share that Trina Solar is in number 1 position for last 2 years. So our corporate values code, customer focus, and with open mind in terms of innovation, we have open-minded discussions with the customers for win-win opportunities. Also, a dedicated work. Our employees, you can notice that they work very closely with you on your project, on your requirement, and they try to give you the best possible solution which is very near to your expectation, and always with a great excellent in terms of the technology or the advanced technology. Now we are working on the Vertex series. I mean, a small example, the Vertex series uses 210 cell. Nobody else is thought about this working on this kind of big wafers and big cells, but Trina Solar already implemented working on this, and they have started shipping. I think by end of 2021 we might have supplied around 15 gigawatt plus panels of this particular series, Vertex series, which is made of 210. That is where the excellence come. This is what Trina Solar is continuously doing for last 25 years, and we promise that we continue to do to do the same kind of work for the betterment of the PV industry and for the betterment of the renewable sector in the same way. So these are all our global partners in terms of finance or the technology partners. You can find all standard or the top banks are closely working with Trina Solar, as well the technology partners like in terms of electronics or the inverters. Everybody you will find in this list with whom we are closely working currently. Yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for your time and patience listening to this presentation. For any clarifications, you are free to reach out to me on my email ID, anil.poluru@trinasolar.com, and we will be happy to come back to you with clarifications as soon as possible. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Poluru, for sharing knowledge about the solutions Trina Solar India is providing. Now we'll move ahead.